You know what I was thinking about earlier today? This is kind of off the cuff, so forgive me if I'm a little long-winded or if my thoughts are a little rambling on the subject. But it's the fact of everyone has something to lose, so they're willing to participate in evil in order to protect what they don't want to lose, right?
Mhm.
So look at like the border patrol agents who on a daily basis facilitate the trafficking of children into the United States by cartels for profit, by multinational corporations funded by George Soros and such, and they fucking know it. And they fucking know it. And they do it anyway, not because they're evil, but because they will literally traffic someone else's children into the United States or help that facilitate that for happening in order to feed their own children. So for the payoff of their children get to eat and they get a house to live in, they will literally fuck over the future of the country for the short-term gain and comfort that it provides. But the thing is, in the long term, when everybody sells everybody else down the river because those are the orders that have been given by the powers that should not be, because they know that they're doing the wrong thing. Like, look at like the bus drivers, right? When they're like they catch the bus drivers of these people who they're busing into all over across the country with hundreds and hundreds of people in the backs of these buses sometimes, like whole families, and who knows if they're a family or not, but there's certainly a fucking creepy dude and some kids back there. They say they're all a family and that they're together, but you're going to put them on the back of the bus and you're going to bring them somewhere, and they put the camera on these people, and they fucking know in their heart that they're doing the wrong thing, and they try to make excuses, and they try to fucking say, oh, well, I'm just doing what my job is, I'm just doing what I'm told, I've got kids to feed, I'm just paying my bills, don't look at me, I'm not the cause of this problem. When it's like, bro, yes, you fucking are. You are the cog, you're the wheel in the machine that's making the machine run. And sure enough, if you fucking break for some reason, if you, that wheel in that machine, decide that you no longer want to be a wheel anymore, and you decide that you're going to break and you're going to fucking, like, throw parts of your body into the machine to shut it down, they're going to fucking replace you. They're going to put a new wheel in that machine. Sure. But if all of the wheels and all of the machines decide that we don't like what these machines are doing, so we're not going to fucking do it anymore, then they wouldn't be able to do it. So yes, you do have the fucking power. You police officer who's fucking, like, I don't know, enforcing unjust, unconstitutional laws on the American people. Like you fucking piece of shit border agent who's like facilitating child trafficking into this country. And there's a million examples. You teacher in a high school who knows that you're teaching bullshit to these kids and poisoning their minds, but you do it anyway because you don't want to go against the PTA. You don't want to lose your job. You don't want to lose your pension. You went to school. You've got fucking bills to pay. You've got that mortgage to pay. And if you don't fucking go along to get along, you might lose everything. So you're going to go along even though you know it's wrong, even though you know it's evil. You're going to keep your mouth shut. You're going to fucking keep your head down. And sooner or later, the flood's going to get us all.
10,000%, dude.
That wasn't nearly as rambling as I thought it would be.
I like it.
What percentage of the cogs in that machine do you think are awake enough to recognize it?
Probably a good significant portion, but how many of them have the balls to do anything about it? Almost none. Almost none. Like, seriously, almost like the tall blade of grass gets cut. The guy who speaks out against his fucking organization gets fired and blackballed and thrown out of the fucking whole industry, and he's got to go to something else to fucking work, right? Like, oh, have fun being a waiter, you know?
That was E Honda, Sophia. Sub to E Honda 420.
Yeah, this is my channel, and I just said that. I don't know, man. Like, we're really in a bad position, though, and it's the scientists too. Like, oh, I'll make a big paycheck if I go along with what Pfizer wants me to say this study is going to say at the end of it, so that we can fucking pass this bill or pass these drugs into the fucking the community, and we can start making money. They really want me to come up with a positive result for this study, so I'm going to throw out the fucking the bad results and curate the results that we want to show the study's safe. Oh, all these people took the fucking vaccine and we have all these problems now. Oh, don't worry. Well, we can pay off these other people that know that it's wrong, these doctors in these hospitals and these people in morgues, just shut their mouths and fucking fill out the paperwork in a certain way so that it doesn't show the true statistics of what's happening. Like everything in this country, every single institution in this country that I can think of, maybe there's an example that you guys can think of that's not corrupt, but every single institution in this country is 100% corrupt. It is. Name me one that's not, please.